Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? And so, yeah, the game's already on the way here, so JB apologize about that. But right now, Pittsburgh Steelers are leading against the Tennessee Titans here 7-0 and here in the first quarter of play. And so JB's still getting things set up here on his end here. Let's see, but we've got Braden here. Braden, what's good with you? We've got Kenneth Lewis in the house here. Lewis says JB on the freeway still. Lewis knows JB all too well. Braden says he's got the under. And so let's see. Braden says touchdown Steelers. And so it seems like the chat is doing well without JB here. Oh man, but yeah, JB's still getting everything set up here on this end. Got so excited here, just went ahead and logged in without even getting started here. Let's see. Here we go. All right. All right, looks like fourth down will be coming up here for the Tennessee Titans. And so Lewis says, JB here, let's go. And so, yes, JB is here. Maybe late, but JB's here. But how are you doing today, Lewis? All right, meanwhile, it looked like Derrick Henry, King Henry there, picked up 6 yards there on the carry and a first down. Current drive, 7 plays, 45 yards, and 3 minutes and 45 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock here in the first quarter. 6 minutes and 22 seconds to go. And Will Levis up under center here. Got to get used to saying that now. Hopkins goes in motion. Steelers showing blitz. They give the ball into the back, and so Spears, can he get away from him? Showing, oh, excellent job there on the carry. Run this man again. Run this man again. Oh, wait a minute. There's a penalty here. There is a penalty. All right, meanwhile, opportunity here to set up the poll question. All right, so that was a face mask penalty there. Okay. So Tajay Spears' first carry goes for 8 yards on the play. Braden says, finally, he's here. And so, yes, JB's here. And JB just turned 30 today, guys. So, yes, it is JB's birthday today. So, we're not going to blame JB for being late today. All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers, bottom of the screen, got a tight end, got a back as well. Steelers here showing pressure. Will they bring blitz? Gets the snap, fakes it to the back, on the move, looking, throws it back to King Henry, and King Henry gets away from one guy, brought down by the second guy here. Lost a yard on the play, 2nd and 11 coming up. Again, right now, Tennessee 3-4, Pittsburgh 4-3. This is the kind of game right here where later in the season, when we start looking at, some of those teams that perhaps towards the bottom of the playoff list or playoff picture or teams trying to on the outside looking in, these are the games that will matter later in the year. And so Lewis says, happy birthday. And so, yes, appreciate that. The big 3, oh, JB is 30, officially no longer in his 20s. That's painful to say. Braden says, happy birthday, JB. Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so you took the under in this game, Lewis. And so, as I learned from Lewis, always under thunder, always. All right, so we got 3rd and 8. Shotgun formation here. Ball at the 20-yard line. Gets the snap. And, oh, they're going to bring him down for the sack. But wait a minute. Hold up. There's a penalty here. Let us see what the call is going to be. Lewis says, yes, sir. A lot of running game. And so, oh, yes, I fully expect that. Fully expect to see a heavy dose of running. I know Tennessee can run it. Now, Najee Harris, how many yards will he get? We'll see. But they certainly will try. How do you guys feel about Josh McDaniels getting fired and stuff like that, and Jimmy G getting benched right before his birthday? To think that me and Jimmy G's birthday are so close together. To think so. All right, so defensive offsides, illegal use of hands, basically throwing a whole bunch of penalties together there is what it seems like. All right, so now we've got 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Quick pass. Hopkins is looking to, no, he's moving here. Will he throw it? No, he's going to decide to run it there. Look at that. It's like Hopkins has found a fountain of youth now that he has Will Levis at quarterback. It seems funny when they say Hopkins for the scramble for 5 yards. Honestly, I feel like if he wasn't trying to reverse it to the opposite side of the field and just would have went straight, he might have been able to turn that into something. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Braden says smart decision by the Raiders. And so, yes, very smart. I agree. Levis throws it incomplete. Going to get 3rd and 5 to come up. Meanwhile, for Josh McDaniels, he's going to still be getting paid by the Raiders over what, the next 4 years? Lewis says Raider fans are celebrating. Hey, Josh McDaniels will still be getting paid. So I know he's somewhere deep down. He's like, all right, I'm going to be getting my money. Let me hit up Bill Belichick and return back to New England because that's exactly what he's going to do. All right, so we got 3rd and 5. Shotgun here, trips at the bottom of the screen. And Levis is moving around. And he gets brought down there. Oh wow, who pulled off I'm sorry, who pulled off TJ Watt's helmet there? And so, oh man, what's good with you? Oh, it says happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, JB. And so, yes, thank you. Thank you. And congratulations to you as well, Ode, on finally getting this long, heavy weight off your shoulder there, and finally getting everything done there at the settlement. So happy for you. Braden says he'll be with the Pats next year, though. And so, oh, yeah, Josh McDaniels, Josh McDaniels will be back. Old says JB Josh McDaniels to be the new offensive coordinator next year when Bill O'Brien leaves for Michigan State head coaching job. I can see that. I can see that. Bill O'Brien heading down there to Michigan State. I can totally see that. And they need him. They need him. So that will work out for everybody. All right. So old man Nick Folk coming out for a field goal attempt. Man, do we miss him? Lewis says, and still got the tackle. All right, so the field goal is good. And so our score right now, Steelers 7, Titans 3. Here in the first quarter with 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go. All right, and now is the perfect time for JB to go ahead and put up the poll question, which I should have been put up. All right, Titans, Steelers. All right, so you guys let JB know who you got. Lewis says, time to settle down and play defense. And so, yes, nothing like some good old defense. Some good old defense, come out, run the ball. Good things happen. Braden says, didn't realize folks with the Titans. And so, yes, I mean, it's not the first time that Tennessee has looked to the Patriots for, a kicker. They did that with Stephen Gostkowski as well when we moved on from him. So, absolutely. Matter of fact, every time a kicker leaves us, he ends up going somewhere in the AFC South. Oh yeah, Braden, I was listening to End of Zoe earlier today on his live stream, and man, Viking fans were just cracking a bunch of jokes about the Packers and the Packers' future, saying that they're going to return back to what they were in the 80s and stuff like that. Then that this team was going to be destined, and that the Packers are destined for failure, basically. Let's see. Old says, old man Focus now hit 71 straight from inside four. 71 straight? Are you serious? 71 straight? Like, that is insane. From inside 40, that's insane. I mean, that's insane accuracy right there. I'm trying to think back because I felt like the two kicks that I remember that hurt the most with old man folk was one when Tom Brady came back to play us. I so badly wanted for him to make that field goal, but we ended up missing that, so we lost to the Buccaneers. And the other one was when we played the Jets in that game, where thankfully we won because of Marcus Jones running back that punt. But I think he missed the field goal, but it had to be probably beyond 40, not too much. And Braden says, "Wow, I know, right? I know." All right, so no return here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we'll see Kenny Pickett and the offense come back out here. They lead this one 7-3 here in the first quarter with 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go. Braden's in disbelief right now. He cannot believe it. Let's see. O says TJ Watt needs 2 sacks in his next 5 games to pass his brother JJ Watt for the second most sacks of all time by defense in his first 100 career games. And so, wow, that's it. Oh, wow, he'll get that. All right. Meanwhile, they carry the ball there with Jalen Warren, and Jalen Warren's going to pick up 2 yards on the play. Oh, it says J.J. Watt reached 87.5 sacks in his first 100 games. TJ is at 86. I feel like J.J. Watt had absolutely nobody on the opposite side of him aside from when they finally did bring on Jadeveon Clowney. And even then, Clowney really didn't do much in terms of actual sacks and stuff like that. But so I feel like he was like constantly being keyed upon. All right, Pickett looking, pump fakes, throws it incomplete. Haywood dropped it like the ball bit him on the thumb or something. And right now, the Steelers, they're 4-3 on the season. They're a team that not too many teams have talked too much about here. That whole division has not really gotten too much, but you look at that division, nobody in that division right now has a losing record. Everybody is above 500. You've got the Steelers at 4-3. You've got the Browns at 4-3. You've got the Bengals at 4-3. Obviously, Baltimore at 6-2. So that division right there has really been showing that, hey, don't overlook us. Kenny Pickett in a pocket, throws it incomplete there. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up, and the Steelers are about to punt the ball. Let's see, Braden says J.J. Watt would have been better than his brother if he didn't get injured so much. Also, he would still be playing, in your opinion. And so, oh, no doubt about that. I also feel like years of playing on a sorry team will have you retiring a little bit earlier just because you gave so much and got so little in return. And you're like, I'm getting older. I can't even give what I used to give back then. And so, absolutely, because JJ Watt, he's been on some teams that have been losing and stuff like that. Meanwhile, punt return, oh, brought him down for a loss on that one. Excellent punt coverage there by the Pittsburgh Steelers. So now we'll see the Tennessee Titans come back out. Let's see. Braden says like Calvin Johnson. And so, yeah, Calvin Johnson is an excellent example. You give all you have, and it wasn't just Calvin Johnson with Detroit either. You talk about, you go back, Barry Sanders also. Shoot, I can think about back when Ricky Williams was in his prime with the Dolphins. My man literally left, literally shaved his head, and came back a completely different person and stuff like that. And so, when you spend too much time on a losing team, it does something to you. It really do. Like only I don't know how Andre Johnson did it. I don't know how Andre Johnson did it, but he seemed like he just loved the game so much that, win, lose, or draw, he just out there just making plays for the longest. But yeah, you be on a losing team for that long, it will take a toll on you. And again, still here in the first quarter with a minute and 53 seconds to go. Oh yeah, the Saturday game that I chose to stream for on the next stream for college football is going to be UGA versus Mizzou. So yeah, Missouri versus Georgia. So hopefully that game will be interesting from start to finish. I think it has the potential to be. I mean, Missouri's been a good team, and we're really going to find out a lot about them against UGA. I remember last year that game was extremely close. It was extremely close. Missouri played really well for about 3.5 quarters before Georgia took over in the final minutes of the fourth. So who knows? This year, with the offense that Missouri has had, it could be a really good game, a good test for both teams. And so Lewis is excited for that one. I knew that you would like that one. Get to see Georgia, the first Georgia stream I'm doing this year and stuff like that. So, because I feel like we spent a lot of time covering like Oregon, Utah. We've seen quite a few of those, Texas, Oklahoma. So I was like, let's go ahead and do something different here. All right, so here we go. Levis up under center again from his own 18-yard line. Gives it to Henry, and Henry is going to pick up about 6 yards in the play, but there is a penalty here. Braden says, big week of college football. Yes, a huge week, huge week, huge week. Lewis says, finally, he was waiting. And so, hey, last time we streamed your team, y'all did a two-piece really quickly on TCU. So I had to make sure that it was a team that I felt like it wouldn't get too ugly against Lewis. So that's just how things worked out. All right, seems to be an injured player there for the Tennessee Titans. Let's see, Lewis says dogs minus 13.5. It'd be nice to actually, because I haven't myself taken a look at UGA's new like quarterback this year. I have not taken a look at him, so I do want to see him. I've seen that statistically he's been doing really good, but UGA's schedule also ranks 100th in the country, so it'd be nice to see him against some actual competition. All right, so Levis up under center here from his own 9-yard line after that. And they're going to feed it to Henry. And Henry, he's rumbling there. Takes it all the way to about that, almost the 19-yard line. But there's another flag here. My goodness, how many flags are they going to throw? All right, so we got another holding call against the offense here. All right, so yeah, hold him. So now we're looking at 1st and 23 right now from the Tennessee 5-yard line. And they're going to go 5 wide here. Levis gets the snap, throws it, gets the completion here. And look at that play right there to Hopkins. That's a 1st down. That is an incredible play right there, actually. Wow. We do have a Steelers player that's down. Oh man, there's quite a few injuries here early in this one, but Hopkins caught a pass for 29 yards on the play. His first catch of the game. Braden says college hoops starts on Monday, and he said he's been waiting for college basketball season to get started here, a sport where Iowa actually knows how to score. Well, yeah, that's great news. That is great news there. I got to look at the Buckeyes schedule and see how our schedule looked, but I'm excited about this. All right, so we're at the commercial here. See how many votes we've gotten so far. We've gotten 5 votes in so far. Okay, so 3 for the Steelers and 2 for the Tennessee Titans. Okay. Ooh. I see that Wake Forest and Duke game is tied up 14-14. That's interesting. Looks like I should have taken the over on that one. Let's see. Braden said, "Did you see how the Spurs beat the Suns a couple nights ago?" And so I did actually. Like I only seen like towards the end of it, but yes, I did see that. And so it was impressive. It was impressive. Hmm. Braden says that was crazy. And so, yes. All right. So they've got the card out. So hopefully he'll be okay. Braden says, wouldn't be surprised if the Spurs make the play in. Every couple of times there is it's just that team that's young. It seems like they're a couple of years away, but they just expedite the process. It just clicks. It just clicks. And you say that's not good. All right, so they are about to snap the ball here, but there's a penalty here. False start going to back the offense up 5 yards here. So they are going the wrong direction. All right, so let's hit that. All right, 1st and 15, 5 wide here from his own 29-yard line. Shotgun. Will Levis looking, just throws that one, gets the completion there. Great job just getting the completion there, avoiding the sack. Phillips with the catch. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, it is the Pittsburgh Steelers leading this one 7-3. Lewis says, it's okay, JB, run the clock. And so, yes, just run the clock. That's the name of the game. I'd much rather be rooting the under than I don't know, the over is just very stressful then because it's like every time they don't score, it's like, oh man, what are they doing? What are they doing? But yeah, I'm monitoring that Wake Forest and Duke game. I see they're at halftime, so I'm trying to see if there's any picks that I like in this one. Let me see. So I'll take that route. Okay, we'll take that as well. Let's see. SM, what's good with ya? SM says, yo, JB. Braden says, JB, I got called crazy because I had Christian McCaffrey winning MVP in a video, LOL. And so, when did you make that video? Was it like a couple days, like this week and stuff like that? Because I feel like if you made it a couple weeks ago, nobody would call you crazy. But right now, I guess right now people are forgetting the greatness of Christian McCaffrey at this point in time. Because right now, anything San Francisco right now is getting tossed down the drain at this point. But I think just because right now they're in a losing slide, that's probably why it's not being as receptive as it was a couple weeks ago. But I mean, he certainly made a case for himself. SM says thoughts on Will Levis, and so Will Levis has shown me he adds some excitement to this offense. You can tell by the way that Hopkins is running and moving around out there, like he's excited to play with this kid. He brings new hope for this team and stuff like that. That plus, obviously you've got King Henry in the backfield, that's going to help. So, but we'll see how it goes. And so, in the zone, what's good with you? What's good with you? I was just telling Braden how the Viking fans were over there having a feast on the Green Bay Packers failures. Yes, but how are you? And so Braden said he posted that yesterday. Okay, Lewis says San Francisco versus Buffalo is still your pick. And so, ooh, you picked two teams right there that are trending in the wrong direction. But we'll see. We will see. Lewis is the man that sees the future. All right, 2nd and 4 to start off the second quarter. Gets the snap. Offensive line just broke down. Like, offensive line just broke down, and they brought him down for the sack here. So that's going to make it 3rd and long. And that's the situations that you want to avoid. You want to avoid that there for your rookie quarterback. Braden says he just signs. And so, Braden, I am highly concerned about Christian Watson. I needed Christian Watson to be good for me this year. He's my only hope and stuff like that. And I understand now why Yahoo Fantasy told me I did a bad. That was my worst pick when I drafted Christian Watson. I was very sure of myself that he was going to have a good year, but I've been proven wrong. So I need you to do something about that. Meanwhile, 3rd and 8, Levis taking a deep shot, incomplete there. Was targeting Hopkins there, but no way. 4th down coming up. All right, so we got 18 votes in. Steelers still leading the poll, though. Braden says, yeah, he's been really disappointing. I mean, him. I don't think Romeo Dobbs has been lighting it up either. All right, punts on the way. Let's see if we get a return here by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Backpedaling, catches it from his own 6. Makes a guy miss, makes another move. He's at the 15, brought down to about the 17-yard line. And that's where Kenny Pickett and the offense will take over from his own 17-yard line. All right, let's see. And we are at the commercial here. Lewis says that the defenses are about to take over this game. All right, let's see. All right, from the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back, and they're going to hand it to Najee Harris here, and Harris is going to pick up 2 yards here. He's got 3 carries for 16 yards and a touchdown today. Second down coming up. Let's see, Nazo said who scored on Pittsburgh, and so that would be Najee Harris. Yeah, Najee Harris, he had a rushing touchdown earlier in this game. So that is the person who scored there for Pittsburgh. Does anybody have anybody playing today on their fantasy team for either team? Let JB know in the chat. But 2nd and 8 here. Kenny Pickett throws it, and it is incomplete. And in case you guys missed it earlier, yes, today is JB's birthday here. So, yes, streaming on my birthday here. Just turned a big 3-0. So, a massive deal here for JB. No longer in his 20s. Let's see. Braden said, actually, the whole offense has just had drop issues. That's why Aaron Rodgers was so upset last year because of dropped issues and stuff like that. Like, he was livid. And now we see why. SM says, JB, which game are you looking forward to the most on Sunday? Yours is the Chiefs and the Dolphins. And so I would have to say either the Chiefs and the Dolphins or the Eagles and Cowboys. Those 2 games I'm really looking forward to. Meanwhile, deep pass there, but it's incomplete. 4th down coming up, and perhaps this is what Lewis alluded to, looking into the future here. Lewis said the defense is going to step up now. Let's see. SM says D-Hop. Braden says Henry. Let's see. Lewis says, I wish they would put Miami versus Kansas City under 38. I wish they would too, Lewis. You let me know if they do that. Enzo says, nah, not me. I need a quarterback. That is true. You do need a quarterback. And so, Isaac, what's good with you? Isaac says, happy birthday, Big 30. And so, yes, the Big 3-0 upon me now. So, wow. And Zoe says, happy birthday, Pro. And so, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Essen says, happy birthday, JB. And so, yes, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Again, we're here in the 2nd quarter, just over 13 minutes to go here in the 2nd. And Tennessee trailing right now 7-3. And so, but we'll see. This rookie quarterback presents the X factor because anytime there's not a lot of tape on somebody out there at the NFL level, it presents that unpredictability and stuff like that. So they still have that to their advantage. They've got King Henry in the backfield, who's got 12 yards so far rushing off of 4 carries. So we'll see what they do. But yeah, Enzo says the Bills and the Bengals, and we all remember what happened last year when the Bills and the Bengals played each other. Obviously, that was a game that definitely stood out last year with the whole the Lamar Hamler situation last year, and so that was definitely the game last year. So I know that's going to be the storyline heading into that one. And not to mention also for the playoff seeding last year, that had huge implications as well. Bengals currently right now, they are quietly 4-3, despite right now sitting in last place in the division, but they are in 4-3. They started off slow, but they're starting to get better here. Buffalo, they've been up, they've been down, they've been on a roller coaster so far. So we'll see who wins that one, but that could have some huge playoff implications moving forward. So for the AFC. So that's a great choice. Braden says, hey, that's my job to look into the future. Braden said, only one of us can do that. Only one. And again, we are at the commercial. Is it safe to say that no matter what happens the rest of the season, Tua is going to get paid this off season? Is that safe to say that Tua is going to get paid by the Dolphins specifically this off season? And if so, how much are we talking here? Because we all saw last year that Tua was out there and he lit it up last year, but those injuries, man, those injuries just. But this year he's been upright. Offensive line's been good. All right, so Levis up under center. Derrick Henry in the backfield from the 22-yard line here. It's where Tennessee's taking over. Play fake. Throws it. Gets the completion here to Hopkins, and Hopkins has the first down. Still moving around. Picked up 17 yards on the play. He's got 2 catches for 46 yards. I tell you what, though, Trey Burks don't do nothing this game. I might just let him go off my fantasy team. I've been holding home just in case, for an insurance policy because I had the room. But Trey Burks about to find himself on the street, man, because this man ain't nowhere involved at all, like any game. So Trey Burks better show me something there. He might end up on the streets on my fantasy team. Snaps it, gives it to Derrick Henry off the left guard, and he's going to pick up a couple yards in the play. Second down coming up. And if you guys were the Las Vegas Raiders, who would you guys be targeting to potentially be the next head coach and GM? If you guys want to throw that out there as well for me and let me know, who would be the candidates that you would consider if you were the Raiders right now, considering the Raiders have made so many mistakes. And when I say so many mistakes like they have made since I've been watching football there. I can remember when they had hired Lane Kiffin to be their head coach. That was a terrible error. Him, Jamarcus Russell, the team was in shambles here. They keep making mistakes. And when they do get someone to come in and do good, they try to replace them with a bigger name that just ruins the team. So who would you guys bring in if you were the Raiders to take over that job? For me, there's only one person I'd be looking to bring in if I was the Raiders. That would be Jim Harbaugh if I was the Raiders. Second and 6. Will Levis moving around. I don't know what that was, but he better not get used to doing that. A backwards pass like that, that's a fumble. Or it should have been, but they called him down for the sack. Let's see. Lewis says, man, I'm looking for a coach for my team. You said, can't worry about the Raiders. You need to coach yourself. And so, yeah, for the Bears and for the Bears and for the Raiders, both of those teams need to strongly be in on Jim Harbaugh. We've seen the success he has. Sure, management doesn't like him, but hey, he wins and stuff like that. He's a winner. So I would target him heavily. Get him out of the Big Ten, please. And so that's what I would do. All right, third and 13. Out of the shotgun, Will Levis throws one up there, and ooh, excellent job. Despite the fact that the pressure was around his feet, excellent job throwing that first down. But that was too funny, Lewis. He's like, I can't worry about the Raiders. I got to worry about my team. We need a coach first. Yeah, but that was a tremendous throw. That was a tremendous throw there. But there is an injured player for the Tennessee Titans. All right, so he's getting up and walking on his own. That's great news. And so, Gilson, what's good with ya? What's good with ya? He says Brazil, Malcolm X, and Tupac. What's good with ya? How are you doing? All right, so here we go. First and 10 for the Tennessee Titans here. Ball at the 36-yard line right now at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, here in the second quarter, 10 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Levis up under center, toss it to Derrick Henry. And Derrick Henry's going to follow the fullback off the left side and picks up about 2 yards on the carry, 2, 3 yards. Second down coming up. He's got 6 carries so far for 19 yards. All right, receiver goes in motion. Gives it to Derrick Henry, and Henry's going to pick up 4 yards there off the left guard. Under 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Again, right now the Steelers leading 7-3 in this matchup. And so let's see. Lewis says going to talk to Coach Boone from the Titans. Let's see. RC on Aces. What's good with you? And he says, JB, what up, bro? And so, hey, just, enjoying another birthday. That's it. What's good with you? Isaac said, what's your offensive rookie of the year pick? By John, Sam Laporta, Jordan Addison, and of course, Puka. Oh, hey, now, he's been great now. He's been great. A pleasant surprise now with Puka. But for me, if I had to choose one, I would go the direction of Jordan Addison as of right now. I would take that direction, probably because I've watched him most. But every guy you mentioned up there has done a tremendous job. There's been a lot of rookies that have just came in this year and have really made strong cases. I mean, how about even for Sam Laporta at the tight end position? I used to think rookie tight ends didn't really have much that they can contribute year one, but he's gone out there year one instantly and has made an impact, and already it's just a safety valve that you can look to whenever your receivers are hurt or you just can't throw the ball to him. Speaking of throwing the ball to him, another pass completion there to DeAndre Hopkins. He's got 3 catches for 51 yards. Glad I took the over on him. All right, gives it to Henry, and now Henry's got some room here, and he takes it all the way to about the 8-yard line. Okay, King Henry, 8 carries, 38 yards. And now we got first and goal from the 9-yard line. And so let's see. Braden says CJ Stroud. And so CJ Stroud, another one as well. I was going off the list that was listed there from those guys, but obviously CJ Stroud too. Tremendous job. Very proud of him. Very proud of him. I know it's the last couple of games haven't been his best, but extremely proud of what he's done. Meanwhile, Henry on the carry again picks up about 5 yards on the play. All the rookie quarterbacks so far have shown me that, hey, like the hype that was coming with them, it may just possibly be real. Extremely early in their careers, I know for sure, but they're off to some pretty good starts. I remember a time where throwing 10 touchdowns and 17 interceptions was enough to get you on the Madden cover as a rookie, like Vince Young. Meanwhile, Levis running it himself there. He's going to be about 2 yards shy of that end zone on the run, picked up 2 yards. So now we've got ourselves third and goal coming up from the Pittsburgh 2-yard line. All right, here we go. Goal line formation here. Big boy going in motion, and they give it to Henry. And oh, Henry, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Touchdown, Tennessee Titans. And so King Henry with 10 carries today for 45 yards and a rushing touchdown. And so now Tennessee will take the lead. That drive, 11 plays, 73 yards, 6 minutes and 26 seconds in terms of time of possession on that drive. And he capped it off in the end zone for a touchdown. Clearly a touchdown. Excellent job there. You can tell he's been getting those planks in, that's for sure. Reached out, got in the end zone there. Knees were nowhere near the ground. That's a touchdown. All right, and good old reliable. Nick Folk for the extra point attempt. This will make it 10-7. Extra point is good. So Titans lead right now 10-7 here in the second quarter. 6 minutes and 35 seconds left to go. Meanwhile, we've got 29 votes in right now, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are leading the poll, but the Tennessee Titans are leading the game right now. Let's see. RCO Nation says, JB, what you turned 24 today? JB appreciates that, RC. I appreciate that. That's the youngest age I've seen someone throw out there. But nah, JB turned a big 3-0 today, 30. And so, yeah, 30 years old. Can't believe I'm actually 30 now. And again, we're at the commercial here. Lewis says, keep running the ball. He says, when all else fails, just keep running the ball. Is what you do. Just keep running the ball. Let's see. RC on Ace says JB in year 21. LeBron is still going off. Yo, and so yes, he is. Yes, he is. And so that's great to see. That's great to see because there's nothing like watching someone who you've seen your basically most of your basketball, like since you've been watching basketball, just go out there and make it look easy. I would hate to see them fall off a cliff there. So happy to see he's still going off there. He's got a coach who's concerned about managing his minutes there, but also understands you still need him out there in the court there in key situations. Until Anthony Davis shows that he can be that guy, and he hasn't shown it yet, that he can consistently be the leader of this team. So very important for Brown to still put them numbers up. All right, and again, still here at the commercial. All right, kickoff on the way. Catch it from his own 5-yard line. 20. And brought down at about the 25-yard line, 24-yard line. Let's see, RC on Ace says, JB, can you tell me if any of these teams have a chance at making the playoffs? And so, any of these teams right here, I honestly feel like right now, even though Tennessee is 3-4 right now and Jacksonville 6-2, I feel like honestly both teams have a chance. For Pittsburgh, I think it's more so of a wild card trying to fight for that 8th spot. If Tennessee's going to get in, they got to go on a serious win streak. But they've got to win those divisional head-to-head matchups and kind of do this year what Jacksonville did last year when Jacksonville caught fire at the very, very, very end of the season and they just started winning. And then Tennessee was on like a seriously bad losing streak. If they could do something like that, except obviously the opposite outcome there, and Tennessee just goes on a tier of just winning some games, including a game like this. They got to start tonight with a win like this, but I can see a path for both of them still, but obviously got to go out there and make it happen. Meanwhile, another carry here for Najee Harris, 2 yards on the play. I mean, Mike Tomlin keeps his team competitive year in and year out, but Mike Vrabel keeps his team tough. So both of them, I still believe have a chance there. But if I had to pick between the two, I'd lean towards Pittsburgh because, hey, Tomlin has shown that they will always be in the race at the very least. Quick pass there, caught, and that's Johnson. And he's going to pick up 8 yards in the play. It's going to be 2nd and 2 coming up from the Pittsburgh 43-yard line. All right, so 2nd and short. 4 minutes and 42 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Again, the Titans lead 10-7. They're going to line up in the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Quick pass again to Johnson, and Johnson takes it all the way to the 50-yard line. Deontay Johnson. He's got 4 catches for 46 yards today. All right, so we got 1st and 10. Play fake. And, ooh, the pass rush is there. And so he threw that one away there just in time there. Incomplete. But that pass rush got to him. Lewis says, all these wide receiver screens looking like the Bears playbook. It's probably where they got it from. Ooh, they're going to call roughing the passer right there. Roughing the passer. It's going to be against Big Simmons there. Oh, come on now. Big Simmons was just trying to jump. That's it. Yeah, at one point in time, that used to be considered a clean tackle. It's like they want you to just stop in midair or something like that. All right, 3 minutes and 48 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And they're going to get the ball to Jaylen Warren. And Jaylen Warren's going to bust the big one here for 15 yards and a first down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's now got 3 carries for 24 yards so far today. So now we got 1st and 10 here from the Tennessee 21-yard line. All right, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back here in the shotgun formation. And feeds it to Jaylen Warren again. And Warren, he's got some room to work with again here. Another first down here. 14 yards this time. 4 carries for 38 yards. Under 3 minutes to go here before halftime. Lewis says, come on, play the run. First he said, let's run the ball. Now he's saying, let's play the run. All right, 1st and goal. And, ooh, yeah, Najee Harris is going to lose a yard on a carry. Lewis is like, now we need a turnover. He's like, now's the time for a turnover. Let's see. But they can take it to the 2-minute warning here. And looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. I mean, so far in this drive, 7 plays, 68 yards, and over 4 minutes and 35 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock so far in this drive. And again, we are here at the commercial here, as it is the 2-minute warning here, in which Pittsburgh down by 3, score is 10-7, but an opportunity here with second and goal coming up from the 8-yard line to try to cap off what's been a pretty good drive so far, especially sparked by Jalen Warren. He has been doing tremendous. He's got 4 carries for 38 yards in this one. And so Lewis says he needs a turnover here. Will that happen? We will find out. Again, Will Levis for Tennessee. He's 11. He's 8 of 11 for 97 yards. Kenny Pickett is 7 of 13 for 76 yards passing. Derrick Henry 10 carries, 45 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Jalen Warren is leading the Pittsburgh Steelers in rushing yards, 4 carries for 38 yards. But it was Najee Harris that had the rushing touchdown for them. Tennessee Hopkins 3 catches, 51 yards. And for Pittsburgh, Deontay Johnson, he's got 4 catches, 46 yards in this one. All right, so 5 receivers. Shotgun formation, and Kenny Pickett throws it, caught, but he's not getting any yards to the catch. They ripped the ball from him, but it went out of bounds. And that was George Pickens there with the catch. All right, so we got 3rd down coming up here. Clock is still ticking here. We've got a minute 25 left to go here before the half. And, got a penalty here. Oh, what happened, ref? What happened? Is this on George Pickens? Because George Pickens seemed like he was getting a little mouthy out there. Let's see what they come up with. All right, so it looks like it was offensive. Too many men on the field, and that's a mistake you just can't make. Honestly, that's a mistake that you just cannot make, especially this close here to the goal line. Yeah, it looked like they were confused on that play. So now we've got 3rd and goal here. Backs them up a couple yards here from the 11-yard line. Right here in the shotgun, Robinson goes in motion. Throws it, and that's going to be incomplete. Yeah, incomplete there. If it was just a little bit higher, that could have been a touchdown there, but that was incomplete. Lewis says no catch. He says he's the official today. No catch. Oh yeah, clearly not a catch. Field goal is up and field goal is good. So we're all tied up now 10-10 here in the second quarter with about a minute 16 left to go here before halftime. Lewis says he'll take three. You say he'll deal with that. He says, but even that is too much scoring so far. All right, so we're at the commercial here. Still a minute 16 before we hit halftime. All right, so after that field goal and we're all tied up, we'll see Tennessee try to run a minute offense here, about a minute and 16 seconds, three timeouts to work with, and not to mention a rookie quarterback. So we'll see how this goes. Hopkins is responsible for more than half of his passing yards. Let's see, Lewis says they need to stop the long runs. Lewis is like, why don't people want to tackle anymore? He's like, they need to tackle these days. I feel you there, Lewis. I do. All right, getting ready for the kickoff here from Pittsburgh. See if we get a return here by the Tennessee Titans. No return, so they'll have a minute and 16 seconds to work with here before halftime. All right, so let's see if Tennessee can get some points here before halftime. And again, most importantly, obviously, you want to protect the ball here. Young quarterback here, he's got to be decisive here, work the clock, move the field, be the general here. Let's see if that happens. From their own 25-yard line in the shotgun formation here, Will Levis gets the snap, throws it short. It is caught, and that is Spears here. Ooh, can't make it out of bounds there. Unable to make it out of bounds there. A minute and 3 seconds. Clock is still moving here. So that play right there, just taking time off the clock right there is basically what that did. Didn't burn a timeout. You've got 53 seconds here by the time you snap the ball. Throws it short. Hopkins doing everything he can. Gets the first down. Nice move there by Hopkins to spin away from that one and pick up the first down. So they do call a timeout this time. It's their first timeout of the game. All right, so here we go. Levis looking, throws it. Ooh, what a throw that was, and what a completion there to Phillips again. 42 seconds here. Looks like timeout was called. Second timeout here by Tennessee, but what a pass here. Defense is thinking, let's stop the sideline. Tennessee's thinking, let's take advantage of that. We've got enough time. And Will Levis puts it there on the money. Again, that was their second timeout. So Tennessee has one timeout remaining here before halftime. Again, 42 seconds left to work with. And so they're moving the ball. Let's see if they come away with some points here. They're at the Pittsburgh 39-yard line. Shotgun formation here. Gets the snap, looking, throws it, and ooh, again to Phillips there. What a play. He picked up about 21 yards there and also got out of bounds, saving 35 seconds there. So, wow. What is Pittsburgh doing back there in the secondary? Look at that. He was all by himself. It's almost like the safety just anticipated, I'm just going to run straight. I'm just going to run straight. I'm sorry, that was a cornerback there. Just beat him there. He just flat out beat him. All right, so with 35 seconds and one timeout, ball right now currently at the Pittsburgh 19-yard line. Will Levis here. Shotgun. Gets the snap. Throws one up there. Incomplete there. Hopkins was never able to get separation there. 2nd and 10 coming up. .30 seconds here before the half. Let's see, Lewis says, where's the steel curtain? And so, well, Lewis, it ain't out there on that field, that's for sure. It ain't out there right now. Gets the snap. In the pocket, throws one up there. Oh, incomplete. Oh, he's going to want that one back there. Tajay Spears. Oh, man. But that's incomplete. 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 10. Yeah, you got to finish running the route on that one. But 3rd down coming up. Let's see if they can convert here. 25 seconds and one timeout. And they're going to run the ball here. And, ooh, Spears picks up a yard on the play. 4th down coming up. Let's see. O says the Mayo man looks like he's a starting quarterback. Isn't that right? All right, so we got just 3 seconds here remaining. And with good old Nick Folk here, will this be number 72 in a row here, Ode, from within 40? This will be a 36-yard field goal attempt here to give Tennessee the lead going into halftime. And it is good. So right now, Tennessee leads 13-10, heading into the half. And so, okay, we got ourselves a game here. In the second half, Tennessee will get the football first as well. But Will Levis, in the first half, he did a great job, especially in that last drive there, moving the ball. He's 12 of 17 for 153 yards passing. Meanwhile, on the other end, Kenny Pickett, 8 of 15, 78 yards passing. Let's see, Lewis says, darn, well, 3 is okay. At some point, Lewis is going to be like 3 points are no longer okay. At some point, he's going to be like, we got to cut that out now. But yes, 13-10 here at the half. And we will see what the third quarter brings once the second half gets started. Oh, it says, dang, old man folk is money from that far. And so, yes, he is. Comes in the clutch. All right, so we are currently right now here at halftime. All right, let's see. So here at the half, I think that definitely think that. All right, so JB's just over here making his picks. And so Rise and Rhino and company in the house here with the raid. Car Craze says happy birthday. I appreciate that. Thank you. And so Rise and Rhino says Rise and Rhino in the house. Car Craze says Rise and Rhino raid. Ryzen says, what up, man? And so, hey, what's good with you? Just over here, enjoying another birthday. But I appreciate that you guys coming through here showing support again. It's an all sports prop hit. What's good with you? And he says, Ray, the Rhinos send their regards. Thank you so much. We got Magic Man in the house as well. How are you? And he says, Rhino Raid, cheers. And so Ryzen says, Ryzen Rhino Raid. And so, yes, appreciate you guys. Giants fan 56, how are you? And she says, Ryzen Rhino Raid. And so, Tampa Bay Sports Podcast, what's good with you? How are you doing? And so, Rising Rhino says, happy birthday. Thank you so much. And so Saj Flyer Viking says, Rising Rhino Raid. Giants 56 says, hit the like button, people. Thank you again. Yes, everybody coming through here. We've got Cameron as well coming through here on the raid saying, happy birthday. Thank you so much. And so Flyer Viking says, happy birthday as well. Thank you. Lewis says, the Rhino Charge. And so, yes, the Rhino Charge. And so, absolutely, Giants fan says happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you to Big 3-0 hitting 30 today. So, wow, 30 years young. And so, Rising Rhino says like number 8, smash it. I'm sorry, 12, smash it. Absolutely. Crash of the Rhinos. Card Craze says like the button smashed. Have a great stream. Thank you. Giants fan says have a great stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Rising Rhino says, keep cruising, buddy. Thank you again. Yes, thank you so much. Flying Viking says, have a great stream. Thank you so much. Again, shout out to Rising Rhino and company coming through here showing some love. A JB&M Sports Fanatic and company. Thank you again. Let's see. Giants fan says, you're a baby, LOL. And so thank you. Thank you. And so Jacqueline, how are you? Jacqueline says, hello, how are you? Thank you for coming through. Absolutely. We got 46 votes now. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going and see if we can surpass 50 before we start the second half. Magic Man says, have a great birthday. Thank you again. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. Nothing like having football here, live streaming, birthday. Great things are happening. That is for sure. Absolutely. So meanwhile, since we are at the halftime right now, JB's just getting a couple picks in here for the second half. Let's see. But yeah, looking at how this game has gone, it has been a pretty good first half here. Will Levis Tremendous job there. And so I expect in the second half for it to continue to be close, continue to get the ball. It seems like both of these teams here for the Titans, when they do pass the ball, we're looking to feed the ball to Hopkins. He's got 4 catches for 60 yards. Him and Will Levis, they have already pretty good chemistry for where they're at, and it's only going to get stronger as the season continues to go on there. That just goes to show that acquisition that Tennessee made to pick up DeAndre Hopkins, it is paying off. Lewis says, went over to the Rhino and spread the word, JB, about your birthday. And so I appreciate that, Lewis. Yes, Lewis out here getting W's, whether it's betting, whether it's going through and spreading the word about JB. Lewis just gets W's. That's what he does. And when he's not taking W's, he's out there going on vacation because he can afford those vacations with all those W's. So absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. All right, let's see. But yeah, looking at how this is playing out today. Oh yeah. All right, I can see all of this happening. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. All right, hoping that JB wins on his birthday, y'all. JB just did his pick'ems here at halftime, so hopefully everything works out. Hopefully everything works out here. Let's see. All right, and again, just waiting for the second half to get started here. All right, again, still here at halftime, which gives me time, I guess, to take a look into this upcoming week of NFL games. So let me go ahead and pull that up real quick since we've got some time. All right, so you guys let me know, who do you guys like between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs this upcoming Sunday? And again, yes, this game is going to be played at, let's see, where is the location for this game again? I know it's going to be played overseas, but where exactly? But yeah, we've got the Chiefs and the Dolphins, and that's going to be a great one. First of all, both teams are 6-2, and so you win that, you get a leg up. And I got the feeling that between these two teams, you're going to want to make sure that you're at home come playoff time. We all know how important home field advantage is. So in a game like this, where you're both knowing that, hey, we're both at the top right now, winner gets that extra added. We have the tiebreaker aspect to it, so you want to go ahead and get that W. And then let's not forget from Miami, for Tyreek Hill, he would love nothing more than to beat his former team. You already know he would love to beat his former team. We just saw the Broncos beat the Chiefs, so we know Miami would love to do the same thing as well. Because we saw the number that the Dolphins put on the Broncos a couple of weeks ago, so we know what they're capable of. And Tyreek is going to want to go out there and show off. That's what he wants to do. But Travis Kelsey and company, hey, they want to rebound. You know, they want to rebound. Him, Mahomes, they're not happy about how last game went. So they know how important this game is right here. They don't want to lose back to back. So that'll be a good one there, but would not be surprised if Miami found a way to win that one. Let's see, Lewis says, gotta win some more games, JB. Going to Seattle for Thanksgiving game versus the 49ers. And so, okay, nice. And so Lewis will be going over to Seattle for Thanksgiving. Nice, okay. Lewis says, will Swift be out the game? I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. According to my sources, I think it's safe to say that she probably will be at the game just because the NFL needs it. So, yes. JB says yes. Absolutely. All right. So, but yeah, put JB down for saying I think that matchup. My head's telling me that the Dolphins will win that game. It's telling me the Dolphins will find a way to win this game here. The time is now, so I'll give that edge to the Dolphins. But Lewis says If she is my pick, is Kansas City. If she said you said if she is, then your pick is Kansas City. And so that's very important. I need to know that that can turn the tide for everything. Because if she's not at the game, then I'm taking the under on Travis Kelsey's stats. If she's at the game, I'm taking the over. So you just let me know. All right, next up, Seattle versus Baltimore. Another really good game here. You've got the Seahawks, you got the Ravens here. Both teams have lost 2 games so far this season. Both teams, though, they understand the importance here. You know, Lamar Jackson, Geno Smith, who's going to outperform the other one passing wise. And so that's going to be a great game there. It's going to be a great game there between the Ravens and the Seahawks. So I'm looking forward to that matchup. I am looking forward to that matchup. All right, let's see. For that matchup, though, I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Baltimore Ravens to win that one. I will pick them to win that one, but I would not be surprised if Seattle pulls it off. But I will pick Baltimore because they're at home in that matchup. So I'll pick the Baltimore Ravens to win that matchup. All right, let's see. Next up, Arizona versus Cleveland. And so it's at Cleveland. Lewis has the Ravens as well. Okay. Yeah, but Arizona here looks like they're going to be throwing Tune out there, Clayton Tune, and I don't know. It's just not my favorite Tune, I guess. So I'm going to say Cleveland wins. That defense has been known to stifle some teams now. So with this being like Tune's first start, I think first or second start. So yeah, I'm going to choose Cleveland. It's going to be in a dog pound as well. That's going to be a difficult one. So I will pick the Cleveland Browns to win that matchup against the Arizona Cardinals. Now, this next one will be very interesting. The Buccaneers versus the Houston Texans right now. And for me, it comes down to last few games I've watched, CJ Stroud hasn't been passing for that 240 plus yards that I've been accustomed to seeing at the beginning of the season. And so if he goes out there like that and he doesn't put up a lot of points and they're not moving the ball that much, I see Tampa Bay winning. But if they go out there and play to their capability, I can see Houston winning. But I'm going to say from what I've seen recently, Tampa Bay wins that one. Both teams are 3-4 right now, and they understand what a win can do. A win puts you at 500. It at least keeps you to where you're still telling guys like, "Hey, we're still in this playoff picture. We may not be where we want to be at, but we're still technically in this playoff picture." So I think Tampa Bay on the road in a close one, maybe like 20-13 or something like that. I can see that being the case. All right, next up, the Bears versus the Saints. And so with that matchup there, I expect Derek Carr to go out there and throw for 250 plus in that game. And so I expect the Saints to beat the Bears in that one. All right, meanwhile, the second half is about to get started with things about to be on the way. And so looking forward to a solid second half in this one. All right, so kickoff now on the way. Lewis says over 41. All right, so let's see what Tennessee does here with football, taking over their own 25-yard line. If Pittsburgh is going to step it up here, they got to continue to find ways to continue to generate pressure on Will Levis. Because if they're not doing that, he's just going to go out there and continue to show them up. All right, here we go. We've got multiple tight ends here. Got King Henry. And they're going to feed it to Henry, and Henry falls forward there for 2 yards. 2nd and 8 coming up from the Tennessee 27-yard line. All right, with 2nd and 8 here. All right, they're going to go 5 wide. Levis throws it and incomplete. They're aiming for Hopkins on the play, but incomplete. Third down coming up, 3rd and 8. All right, so we got 3rd and 8 here. All right, gets the snap just in time. Throws it and incomplete. Excellent coverage there by the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that will bring up 4th down. So 4th down coming up, and that's going to bring out the punt unit. All right, punts on the way. All right, returning it here. Makes the first guy miss. Runs out of real estate, though, and he's brought down at about, let's see, the 13-yard line. Let's see, Lewis says, good stop. Now kick it to the end zone. Lewis is like, defense, defense. All right, so we've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. They feed it to Najee Harris, and Harris gets upended there, but picks up 3 yards in the process. 2nd and 7 coming up here from the Pittsburgh 16-yard line. Lewis says, let's talk about the Packers. I know Braden listening. What would you like to say about the Packers? Gives it to the back again, and this time Najee Harris here. Still rumbling here for, oh my goodness, for about 25 yards and a 1st down. What a huge run right there for Najee Harris. All right, so we've got it out of the shotgun. Quick pass there, and it is caught by Jalen Warren. Still tiptoeing there to the sideline there. Let's see what they mark him out at. All right, so they say he picked up 7 yards for stepping out of bounds. Let's see. Lewis says Lions gonna eat a lot of cheese on Thanksgiving. Poor Braden. He says his team stays under attack. All right, so 2nd and 3 coming up. All right, in the shotgun. Feeds it to Jalen Warren again, and this time he's going to pick up a yard here. He's got 5 carries tonight for 40 yards. 3rd down coming up. Third and 2, and Kenny's looking and throws that one to Najee Harris, who catches it and gets the first down. Okay. So picked up the first down. Let's see, Lewis says Iowa versus Northwestern. Under 32 as it should be, under 22, really. And pass incomplete there. Again, intended for Najee Harris there. Dunked off his hand. Second and 10 coming up. All right, so we got second and 10. Again, here in the third quarter with 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Get it to Jalen Warren, and Jalen Warren looking for a hole here. But all he finds is 2 yards there. He's got 6 carries for 42 yards here today. All right, 10 minutes to go here in the third. Steelers are facing 3rd and 8 right now. Gets the snap out of the shotgun, looking, throws that one, and it's incomplete. Almost picked off there, but it's incomplete. But there is a penalty here. And look at that, the defender's looking guilty there. Ooh, and they're going to call a penalty here. This is going to be against the defense. Illegal contact, so they're going to gift them with a first down. It's not even Christmas yet, and they're already in the spirit of giving because they are giving out first downs here. Come on, man. You can't do that. They're not going to let you do it. So they feed it to Najee Harris again. And so Lewis, all he can do is just shake his head. He don't know what's going on here. He don't know what's going on. All right, this time Kenny pick it up under center. Play fake. Looking, throws that one for a completion there. And that's going to be Washington with the reception there. 8 minutes and 48 seconds to go here in the third. Current drive, 9 plays for 57 yards here. Looks like we got a timeout called here by Pittsburgh. All right, and again, we are currently here at the commercial, but with 50 votes in now, 66% believe that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win this game, while 34% believe it's going to be the Tennessee Titans. Lewis is over there saying that he needs a turnover. Braden says, I was Lewis and I didn't like it. He says he heard you loud and clear, and he's not too fond of it. Well, Lewis, whatever speech that you gave them, you sure ignited that defense. That's for sure. All right, and again, we are still here at the commercial. All right, so from the shotgun here at the 30-yard line, Tennessee Titans here. Kenny throws it, gets the completion here. Najee Harris gets another catch at the backfield. Picks up 3 yards on the play. Receiver goes in motion. They give it to him on the end around here and picks up enough for the first down here. Calvin Austin the third. So now we got a situation where it's 1st and 10 from the Tennessee 19-yard line. And so RC on Aces says, once again, JB picked a barn burner. And so, well, this time, JB typically just picks the prime time matchups and stuff like that. I seen next week's Thursday matchup, and I just shook my head inside. I was like, oh, man, they're doing this to me again next week on Thursday. And Najee Harris going nowhere no time soon. Lost 2 yards on the carry. He's got 10 carries so far, 55 yards, and a rushing touchdown today. Under 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Right now, Tennessee leading 13-10, but Pittsburgh right here trying to do something about that scoreboard as they're in position here near the red zone. Throws it, gets the completion here. And that's again Jalen Warren there taking it. He's about 2 yards shy of that first down marker, 2-3 yards. He's got 3 catches for 25 yards. All right, 3rd and 3. Kenny throws one up there. Ooh, and that's going to be caught. Was he in bounds? That's a touchdown. George Pickens. So George Pickens gets the touchdown here. Pittsburgh take the lead on a 14 play, 87-yard drive that took off 8 minutes and 14 seconds and turned the time possession off the clock. Lewis is saying this is not good. He's saying this is a nightmare right now. He's saying this is not a time to be happy, JB. This is bad. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Lewis says he's out. Lewis says he's out. Our official referee Lewis here says he's out. But look like that foot did come down on the other bounce line there. Oh man. For a guy like Pickens, I would have thought that he could have dragged that foot. So yeah, that's gonna be called incomplete. Wow, that's huge. That's huge. That's huge. Lewis says I moved the line 5 inches in. Well, then Lewis came through in the clutch, it looks like. So that's going to make it 4th and 3. So we're going to disregard that previous touchdown because that no longer counts because he didn't get that second foot in. It came down clearly on the line. So instead, they attempt a 30-yard field goal attempt, and it is good. So we're all tied up 13-13 here in the third quarter. 5 minutes, 41 seconds left to go in the third. And we're going to see what these two teams got in store for us after this. But man, look at that foot on the line and everything. Lewis said he'll take the 3. He'd rather take the 3 after seeing what could have happened if it was 7. So he'll take the 3. All right, and again, just waiting on the commercial to be done. Lewis says, run the ball, no more touchdowns. He's like, just run it. And someone eventually is going to have to kick a field goal, though, Lewis. But he's like, just run it. All right, so we're going to see what this Pittsburgh offense got in. Oh, sorry, not Pittsburgh, what Tennessee offense got in store for us coming out here. Now that we're all tied up 13-13 here in the third quarter, 5 minutes, 41 seconds left to go in the third. Pittsburgh took off a ton of time on that last drive. They took off over 8 minutes and turned the time possession off the clock. So they did a number on just going out there and just killing that clock. They were finally able to run the ball. You know, they were able to run the ball better than they've been doing most of the season. And so they just kept going with it. Kickoff on the way. And he fair catches it. So they'll take off on their own 25-yard line. All right, so starting off from their own 25-yard line with the game all tied up 13-13 here in the third quarter of play with 5 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the third. Levis up under center. Gives the ball to Henry, and Henry's going to fall forward there for about 4 yards in the play. Second down coming up, 2nd and 6. Henry's got 12 carries for 51 yards and a touchdown in this one. It appears that we have a Tennessee Titans player that is injured, and that's huge right now, that offensive line. They need all the guys that they can have up front. All right, must have been his knee on the play. All right, so we got 2nd and 6 coming up here. Play fake. Throws it up there. Is it a catch? Oh, they say it's incomplete there. I thought we had a play there. I thought we had a play. 3rd and 6 coming up. Oh, oh yeah, Hopkins. He normally can make that play. Braden says his knee almost snapped, and so yeah, that would have. Whew. All right, here we go. 3rd and 6. And moving around, looking, backpedaling, throws it up there. Incomplete. There is a flag, however. There is a flag. It's going to be against Pittsburgh, looks like. Looks like it's going to be against Pittsburgh. Lewis said good stop, but will it stand? Remember, Pittsburgh's points came off a penalty that extended their drive last time out there. Illegal contact there, and that's going to be called against Patrick Peterson there. Lewis says, come on, flag again. He's like, what are they doing? It's like, what are they doing? All right, so we got 1st and 10. Hopkins goes in motion here. Levis up under center. Feeds it to Henry, and Henry. Oh, I thought he was about to be gone. I thought he was about to be gone. He picked up 11 yards on the play. I thought King Henry was about to take off. He's got 13 carries for 63 yards here and a touchdown. Essom says the Steelers are beating themselves. All right, so here, 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen here. Again, from their own 46-yard line. They got Spears in it running back. Steelers send pressure, but they give it to Spears there on the draw, and Spears picks up 6 yards in the play. He's got 4 carries for 18 yards here. 2nd and 4 coming up. Let's see, SM says, not going to lie, I'm surprised Patrick Peterson is still in the league. And so, yeah, well, after seeing, how he's looked so far today here, it is a bit surprising that you would think that that speed right there would be, a bit of an issue. Second and 4. Play fake. Throws it. Caught by Henry, who juggled it. And Henry now, look at him steamroll all the way to about the 24-yard line there. Picked up about 23 yards there on the play. Excellent job. The Steelers were bringing pressure. They were bringing pressure, so an excellent call that time there. And they just did get that completion. They just did. Henry bobbled it, but caught it himself there and got the completion. Gives it to Henry again, and Henry's going to pick up a yard on the play. Second down coming up. All right, we got a little bit of pushing and shoving going on here. Things getting very intense. Again, both teams understand how important it is to come away with a W today. Nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to come away with a loss in this one. Braden says Henry getting you some fantasy points. And the moment you say that, he goes to the sideline. All right, 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Will Levis here making adjustments. Throws it. Gets a completion now to Traylon Burks. That's going to be 2 yards there on the play. All right, so we got 3rd down coming up here. 3rd and 7 here. Again, this drive, 7 plays, 53 yards, 4 minutes and 32 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock. And he's looking, throws another screen here, but this one's not going anywhere. They said, fool me one time, you got me, but it's not happening again, not with Spears. Excellent job by the Pittsburgh defense that time. And Lewis says, good stop. Braden says, going to need Demario Douglas to go off. And so, oh man, Braden, what kind of shape are you in? Lewis says he needs a missed field goal. This is from 48 yards out. Old man Folk, can he deliver? Oh, man's got it. Of course he got this. 3 more points here for the Tennessee Titans. They lead this one 16-13. Here in the third quarter, 19 seconds remaining. All right, so we've got Tennessee leading this one 16-13. Braden says, I just realized TJ Watt and Myles Garrett were drafted in the same draft class. Let's see, Lewis says these field goals are starting to add up. Lewis is like, all right, now, we at some point, someone's got to get a stop. He's like, just get a pure stop here, please. He's like, it is starting to take a toll on him. Braden says, I'm going to be close, Lewis. It's going to be close. Let's see, you have a bunch of guys on a bye week. And so I'm about to say, like, you got to be in a situation right now. If you're going to depend on him and all like that, even in our league, that's deeper probably the most. I'm like, you got to be in a situation right now, Braden. So why couldn't that have been the case last week, Braden? Why couldn't you have had that happen last week? Let's see. Lewis says, need a 10-minute drive by Pittsburgh. Braden says, I'm happy I didn't happen. It didn't happen last week. And so, oh man, Braden, if we ever meet again in the playoffs, just know I'm coming. When you don't expect me, I'm coming. I'll be there. All right, so kickoff and no return. And again, just 19 seconds remaining here in the third. Play fake, throws it, gets the completion here. I picked up 5 yards in the play, and that was Haywood with the reception. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. So at the end of the third quarter, we've got 1 quarter remaining. Braden says, beat the sports bits for me, JB. And so I'm doing it for me this week, Braden. I'm doing it for me this week. I have asked you to beat teams in my division for me. You refused. Then you come and beat me. Now you ask me for assistance, Braden. Some nerve. Some nerve. And again, we are at the commercial here with the fourth quarter almost upon us. And Pittsburgh will have the football here. 2nd and 5 coming up from their own 30-yard line. All right, so 1 quarter remaining here. Pivotal game here for these two teams in the AFC. And they're going to give to Najee Harris. And Najee Harris is going to pick up 2 yards in the play before he gets tripped up. He's got 11 carries and 57 yards. So now we got 3rd and 3 coming up from the Pittsburgh 32-yard line. Throws it and, ooh, gets the completion here. That's going to be a first down. And again, it was Johnson there with the catch there, picked up 9 yards on the play. And again, 56 votes. And Steelers still leading the poll here. So the confidence in Pittsburgh has been very strong throughout this entire game. He been stepped out a little bit earlier. Okay. Again, Kenny Pickett 15 to 24 from 122 yards here. His team down by 3, 16 to 13, but they've done a tremendous job of just taking long drives here. And I thought that last one was going to end up in a touchdown, but that wasn't meant to be. Meanwhile, Jalen Warren there picks up a nice pickup, 6 yards on the play, 7 carries, 47 yards here. All right, 2nd and 4. Quick pass. Caught there, and Pickens going to lose yards on the play. 3rd down coming up. 13 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. 3rd and 7. Let's see, RC Nation says either JB was falling asleep or my phone froze for a couple of minutes. We're going to say it was the latter there. Braden says Spurs are playing the Suns again and are beating them right now. What's the score? Kenny just throws it up there, throws that one away there, incomplete. 4th down coming up. All right, so if you're Tennessee right now, you're up 16-13 here. Obviously, a lot of time on the clock here, but now it's a good time to go out there. And if you can put together a long drive here, preferably that ends in the end zone, then that'd be huge for you. Meanwhile, if you're Pittsburgh, you're trying to pin them inside the 10. Let's see how this punt does. And it's still rolling here. So it takes a Pittsburgh bounce. All right, all the way to about the 8-yard line before they touch it. But there is a penalty. Lewis says, "Get away, get away." He says, "Just let it roll. Just get away from it." Braden says 39 to 20, 39 to 20. Wow, that's impressive. RC Nation says, JB, don't pretend you never been asleep on your streams. And so, look, JB may be 30, but I just turned 30 today, all right? So I have not been doing that. Now, there have been some streams, though, where it's like, oh, man, when is this game going to end? Oh, man. Especially when it's like super one-sided. All right, let's see what Tennessee does here with a 3-point lead here in the 4th quarter. Both teams have only mustered 3 points in the 3rd. Well, since halftime, actually. All right, so here we go. Starting off from their own 8-yard line due to the great punt there by Harvin for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So now starting off from their own 8-yard line. They've got King Henry in the backfield. I think we know what's coming here, but let's see. Levis up under center. Oh, it's a play fake. Throws it and gets the completion here to Trey Burks for 21 yards. How about that? I just knew it was going to be a run play. Like, if I was a defensive coordinator, we would have been going all out for the run on that play, so probably would have gotten the same results. All right, so 12 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Shotgun formation. Gives it to Henry, and Henry, all right, picks up 3 yards there. He's got 15 carries for 67 yards here and a touchdown today. 2nd and 7 coming up from the Tennessee 32-yard line. Again, this drive started off from their own 8-yard line. And when you start off that deep, if you're able to get a couple first downs here, you have even more opportunity to take off even more time off the clock as long as you're picking up first downs. All right, Levis up under center. Hopkins goes in motion. Give it to Henry again, and Henry is going to pick up the first down here. King Henry doing Henry type of things here. All right, Levis up under center. Play fake. And just throws that one away. It was near Derrick Henry there, incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. So 2nd and 10 from the Tennessee 39-yard line. Lewis says, less defense. He dropped the go part. He says, let's just defense. Lewis is like, please, just run the ball. He's like, just run the ball. But instead, Tennessee has other plans. Throws it to Spears here, and Spears is going to fall forward for 2 yards. 3rd down coming up. 10 minutes to go here in the fourth. Lewis is like, no big plays. No matter what happened, he's like, no big plays. All right, so we got 3rd and 8. And throws that one incomplete there. Tried to get it to Spears there, incomplete. 4th down coming up. All right, punts on the way. Okay, no return here. So we'll see what Pittsburgh can do out here offensively. Lewis says that was a good punt. Might even call it great. Lewis says any punt right now is a good punt. All right. All right, and again at the commercial here with just over 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Lewis says these last three unders have been close but survive, and now you need this one too. Lewis is like, we're going to muster all the power left to try to get this one to work. All right, let's see how this one plays out. Tennessee, Pittsburgh. SM says, JB, who do you think won the trade deadline? And so when it comes to winning the trade deadline, I mean, personally, might sound a little biased here, but I like the idea of Chase Young going to the 49ers. That makes me I'm sorry, not 40. Yeah, to the 49ers. That makes me happy seeing him, Nick Bosa reunited again. But that's just the Ohio State fan in me that likes that idea of that happening. You say for you the 49ers as well. So I would say the 49ers. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 3. 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the fourth. Feeds it to Najee Harris. Right, Najee thinks he has it, and looks like they're going to mark it to be first down. Again, Kenny Pickett so far today, 16 of 26 for 119 yards passing. All right, here in the shotgun. Under 8 minutes to go in the fourth from their own 19-yard line. Throws it, gets the completion. And that was to Miles Boykins with the catch. All right, so we got 2nd and 4. Hands it to the back, and Ooh, look at that second effort there. Still fighting. He won't get to the first, but he's going to make it close. He's going to make it close with 7 minutes to go here in the fourth. Let's see. Lewis says Niners. SM says, I don't get why the Bears traded for Montez Sweat. He is a good player, but why are they trading picks? And so the Bears just like defense. Some teams pay to win. Others, they just want to stack up their defense, I guess. It's the best answer I can come up with. All right, but 3rd and 1. Ooh, gives it to him when he end around here. And so, ooh, look at that. Takes it all the way to the 41-yard line. That was major right there. Jalen Warren there on the carry. He's got 9 carries, 63 yards, but that was on the end around there. And so O says 49ers and Eagles won the trade deadlines. I wish the Pats had to do like they did. And so, yeah, like, yeah, I'm sure the only call that got called was probably to the Raiders. And when they found out Josh McDaniels wasn't going to be there no more, it's like, oh, well, we can't make a trade there. And Pickett throws there, incomplete. Incomplete was targeting Johnson there. 2nd and 10 coming up. Let's see. RC on Aces says, I need deeper analysis, JB, on the Bears trade. I'd have to be in the Bears room to give you that. That's a fact. I would have to be literally in that room to give you that. I wish I could. I wish I could. But in terms of why they made that decision, shoot, it beats JB. It beats JB. I guess they don't value draft picks that much. All right, well, we got 3rd down here coming up for Pittsburgh, 3rd and 6. Kenny Pickett throws it. And, ooh, look at that play there to Johnson. Big time play, big time 1st down. Okay, and that's what, 32 yards right there. So he's got 6 catches for 87 yards here. Wow. Under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. And they give it to Warren. And oh, look at him. He's about to take it in there for the end zone. Is it a touchdown? It looks like a touchdown. And it depends on if they say if he stepped out or not first, but it looks like a touchdown. Let's see what they say. And, ooh, he stepped out just ahead of that. Just ahead of that. You say Montez will sweat once he sees what the locker room holds in store for him? That's a fact. That's a fact. And so Jalen Warren here, 10 carries, 85 yards. My goodness. Ooh, and Harris, he's going to lose a yard here. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal coming up. And now, ooh, they got him in the backfield here. There is a penalty here. There is a penalty. Let's see what they call here. Let's see what they call. All right, so it's going to be on the offense there. Backs them up 5 yards now. So here in the fourth quarter, 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go, 5 wide. Kenny throws it. Ooh, that's incomplete there. Oh, but we got another penalty here. What's going on? What's going on? Essam says Steelers should run the tush push from there. He says, run the tush push already. It's time. He says, it is time. All right, defensive holding is the call there. So defensive holding right there. So you just get them right again. First and goal from the Tennessee 3 yard line. So once again, another opportunity. He said they should have just ran the ball like that. Absolutely. Ooh, somebody got tackled on that. All right, so we got a first and goal situation here. Wow, both teams have had a lot of penalties. Kenny's looking, and that's going to be caught right there by Johnson for a touchdown. All right, so that right there puts Pittsburgh up. And and Lewis is like, "Are you kidding me?" He's like, "Are you kidding me right now?" Yeah, Lewis cannot believe this. He cannot believe it. Oh, we got some penalties here as, yeah, these two teams here, they're taking exception today. Lewis is like, these penalties. Yes, these penalties. But again, 4 minutes and 2 seconds left to go here in the fourth. And Pittsburgh currently leading right now 20-16 after that touchdown here, in which Johnson caught that touchdown. He's got 7 receptions for 90 yards and a touchdown. Unsportsmanlike conduct call. SM says Steelers left too much time for Will Levis. And so you guys let me know. Do you believe that Will Levis can drive him down there and win this one? You guys let us know. All right, let's see. Lewis says the Spurs 64, Suns 47. Wow. Very impressive. Very impressive. All right, JB needs for Derrick Henry to rush for at least 8 more yards here, and then Will Levis to throw for about 60 yards, and Hopkins to at least get about 26 more receiving yards here. And again, we are at the commercial here, but 4 minutes and 2 seconds remaining here in this fourth quarter. Let's see. Oh, it says when you have D hops, you have always have a chance. RC Onasi says both of my teams off tonight, the Pacers and the Timberwolves. And so I didn't know that those two were your teams. And let's see, SM says touchdown to Hopkins to win the game. And so, hey, right now, as long as Henry get those rushing yards in first, I'm cool with that. But do leave time for Kenny Pickett to make one more passing attempt because I do need him to get that one more pass attempt also. I mean, shoot, why not? Braden says me and Carmichael are battling in fantasy, and so didn't Carmichael win last week? And I know that Carmichael right now is waiting on the Steelers to try to win. All right, let's see how they play this. 4 minutes to go. You got all three of your timeouts to work with. They're going to return this one. So at the 30, 40, still in the speed. Oh, wow, look at that. Almost at midfield. Ooh, that might have been me a disservice there. There's not enough yards here on this drive for him to actually get that. Huh. All right, so here we go. Man, that return really did hurt my chances of this happening. And around there. And so Burks gonna pick up 5 yards there on that carry. As the RC on Aces says, yeah, JB, speaking of the Pacers, the Celtics beat us last game 157 to 104. I did see that final score there. That was insane. That was insane. I don't know what y'all said to them pregame, but whatever it is, don't say it again. Gives it to Henry. All right, they're going to stuff Henry here. Third down, coming up, 3rd and 4. Henry's got 17 carries for 75 yards and a touchdown. All right, so we got 3rd and 4 here in the shotgun. Gives it to Spears. No gain on the carry. Dang it, I needed him to get 3 yards. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Let's see, Arsenio said, I said after the game, you letting them put up all-star game scores. And so that's a fact. That's a fact. That's exactly what that was. All right, 4th and 4. Looking, throws it up there. And that's going to be incomplete to Burks. And Burks is currently down right now. He fell very awkwardly. Oh, wow. Lewis says, oh man, he's down. Yeah, he is down right now. I'm looking to see what exactly. Yeah, Traylon Burks is injured. Lewis says he landed hard. And so, yes, hoping that he'll be okay. Braden says he hope he's good. And so, yes, absolutely. And again, we are at the commercial. Let's see, Arson Ace says, I was falling asleep on the couch yesterday during the Lakers and Clippers game, which went to OT. He said those West Coast games can get tough, JB. I'm not in the West Coast, so I'm not in the West Coast either, and I know exactly what you mean, but I did not fall asleep on that one there. And so, if there's one team that I'm always like, I want the Lakers to beat, it is the Clippers. They are definitely on that list of teams I want to see them go out there and get that W against. Lewis says, if you do, don't do the first two. Oh man. You can see the concern by the Tennessee Titans on the sideline here as they watch Traylon Burks. It's about to get carted off. You hate to see it because I know Traylon Burks has already dealt with so much injury wise just to get back to this point. Braden says the card is out. All right, so we are currently at the commercial. Again, it's about 2 minutes and 6 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. When we come back, it will be Pittsburgh ball when we come back from the injury here because they went for it on fourth down, weren't able to get it. Let's see, RC on Aces says, Braden, yo, yo, yo. Let's see, Braden said he hit the back of his head hard. Yeah, going up there trying to make the play came down extremely difficult. Let's see. RC on AC says, JB, this might sound stupid, but does it help or hurt watching with the sound off? And so, does it help or hurt watching with the sound off? And so, well, as someone that has to have all the sound off while I stream and stuff like that, I mean, it forces me to like, I guess, get better at like reading the lips of the officials and stuff like that, so that way I can actually tell what the penalty is going to be or just pay attention to the signs more and stuff like that. But obviously, if I could have the sounds, that would be great. But I'm not trying to make YouTube mad at me. So, but that's a great question. Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, if it's by myself, obviously without sound. But I've gotten used to. I mean, with sound, but I've gotten used to it being without sound. And so yeah, so they've got the cart driving them off here. So definitely hoping that he will be okay. And we'll be paying attention to see any updates that they provide for Traylon Burks. Again, young career, but he's had to deal with so much already injury wise. And let's see, Lewis says, get the red hoodie ready for Saturday, JB. The red hoodie brings good luck, at least for one team. The other team, not so much. And they're going to hand it to the back here. And Najee Harris here is going to lose some yards here. Loses 3 yards, actually. All right, and again, we had just hit the 2-minute warning here. I know what I'm rooting for here. I'm rooting for overtime. That's what I want. I'm rooting for overtime here. Lewis is like, what are you talking about? This is madness. All right, so 2nd and 13. Again, here in the fourth quarter, 2 minutes remaining. We're just getting back from the 2-minute warning here. Tennessee has all three of their timeouts. All three of their timeouts. Again, Tennessee still trying to get their first road win of the season. 2nd and 13. Gives it to Calvin Austin, the third there on the end around. He picks up 3 yards in the play. All right, so you got third down coming up here. So with third down coming up here, this is big. Lewis says, don't say that, JB. It just dawned on me, Lewis, that it's still technically a possibility that it could somewhat happen. All right, so we got 3rd and 10, and they're going to give to Jalen Warren, and Jalen Warren, he is not going to pick up that first down. Picked up 2 yards. Now we got 4th down coming up here. Timeout's going to be called by Tennessee here to stop the clock with 1:50 to go here in the 4th quarter. So Tennessee gets another opportunity here. Another opportunity. Meanwhile, JB's over here scrambling to see if there's any chance that I have of any possibility of this actually going the way I need it to go. I don't see that happening, but I guess there's still a chance. Punt's on the way. Caught his own 15-yard line. All right, so let's see what Tennessee does. Lewis is like punt deep. Braden says hashtag red hoodie. All right, so they got 1:44 left to work with. So what do you guys think is going to happen here? Can Will Levis here in his young career make this happen and lead Tennessee down there? He's going to have to score a touchdown. A field goal does nothing for them. So can he do this? Throws it. Oh, I thought that was going to be picked off. I thought that was going to be picked off, incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. 1:39 left. And so Braden says almost picked. Lewis is shocked by that. I feel like he's kind of in a place where he's going to keep targeting Hopkins, which, I mean, if he was on my fantasy team, I'd be happy about that. But here we go, 2nd and 10. Shotgun again from his own 15-yard line. Throws it, gets the completion here, and that's to, I believe, Phillip. Yeah, Kyle Phillip gets another catch. All right, got a first down. Got to hurry up. Got 1 timeout remaining. Ooh, brought down for the sack. Ooh, that hurts there. That hurts there. SM says go Titans. Braden says sacked. Yeah, that time I ain't seen nobody open at all. All right, but the poll still leaning towards Pittsburgh here. Seeing a few more votes come in for Tennessee, though. All right, 2nd and 18. Again, 1:17 to go here in the 4th quarter. Will Levis here trying to lead his squad down there, but he's got his work cut out for him with 2nd and 18 here. Again, Traylon Burks got hurt last time out there, so he's only got really Hopkins and Phillips in terms of who he's been using so far today. Looking on the move, throws it to his tight end, and his tight end is going to pick up about 10 yards in the play, but that clock continues to move. A minute left to go. Again, 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 7 coming up. Throws it over the middle, incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down. So now 4th and 7, obviously they got to go for it here. And so if you're Pittsburgh, you get this stop right here, you win the game. If you're Tennessee, you need to get a first down to keep this drive alive and keep hopes alive here. Again, Tennessee trying to get their first road win of the season. Again, 4th and 7. All right. So after Pittsburgh they called their timeout. So we'll see what they do here from their own 30-yard line. This is pretty much it. Got to get the first down. Steelers are showing pressure. Will Levis making adjustments here. 8 seconds right now on the play clock. Snaps it. And throws it incomplete that time. And that's going to do it right there. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There is a penalty right now. There's a penalty. Ooh, Mike Tomlin's making his case saying the ball was tipped. Ooh, pass interference. Now that can change everything. All right, so it's going to be defensive holding. So that defensive holding is going to keep this one alive here for the Tennessee Titans right now. Just when it looked like they were done and dead, the penalty has given them life again and a first down. Again, trying to cover Hopkins here. They're going to call that one on, I believe, Joey Porter Jr. All right, so they got 49 seconds to work with here. Again, this is first down here. Shotgun again for Tennessee. Given new life, what will they do with it? From their own 35-yard line. Gets the snap. Throws this one incomplete near the sideline there. And Chris Moore was the intended target on the play, incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Tennessee Titans. Lewis can't believe it. He said he can't believe it. He is devastated by this. Mike Vrabel looked like he just been over there just drinking on the sideline. All right, 2nd and 10. They've got 3 receivers top of the screen, 1 receiver at the bottom of the screen. Spears in it running back. Levis gets the snap. Throws it and has a man who catches it all the way down to the 36-yard line with 36 seconds to go. They got to clock it. 32 seconds here. 29 seconds. Got to line up, make sure everybody's lined up. And he clocks it with 26 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. And they're currently at the Pittsburgh 36-yard line. So he's going to have at least at the minimum 3 shots right now to try to see if he can make something happen here. And Lewis is like, no. He's like, no, how could this happen? That was a big play. Not going to lie, that was a huge play. All right, 1st and 10. Throws it, gets the completion, and goes out of bounds. All right, so he's now found his tight end twice on this drive here. So he's got 2 catches for 23 yards in this game, but that was a 12-yard completion, taking it to the Pittsburgh 24-yard line. So again, 1st and 10, Pittsburgh 24. He got out of bounds, so the clock stopped. 20 seconds remaining here. So what do you guys think? Type in the chat who's going to win this one. Will Tennessee find a way to score a touchdown and win this one? Or will Pittsburgh defense find a way to make a stop here, make a play, and confuse the young man? Braden says, Mayo Man is proving me wrong. Let's see. The job's not done. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Gets the snap. In the pocket. Throws it over the middle. And, oh, he almost threw a pick there. I thought it was pick there. He almost threw a pick there. But Rush just sort of rushed too fast there. Didn't even get his hands on the ball there. But he had that one. He knows he had a chance to end this game here. Braden says almost picked. Well, let me tell you something. From a Patriot fan, those almost picks turned into nightmarish touchdowns that you remember for the rest of your life. So you got to make a play when you get an opportunity like that. You get a hand on the ball, 2 hands on the ball. He jumped the route perfectly, just did not hold on to the ball. All right, but we got 2nd and 10 here. 16 seconds to work with here in the 4th. Levis looking. Levis throws it short. Gets the completion there before he goes out of bounds there. Found his tight end again. Will Levis now at 262 yards passing in this one. again. So here we go. 3rd and 5, 11 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Old says, yeah, that should have been a game-ending pick. And so it should have been. But here we go. 3rd and 5. It's about taking advantage of opportunities. Will Levis trying to do just that in the pocket. Throws over the middle in the end zone. And this time he does throw an interception. This time he threw it right to the linebacker. They say if at first you don't succeed, try again. Well, this time the Pittsburgh defense, they do succeed and get the interception, and that's going to close it there. Will Levis tried his best that time, but that time he just fell short there. And Pittsburgh is going to walk out with a huge victory right now, one in which they needed to have right there in a division in which nobody is with a losing record here. So they stay above 500. Huge here for Pittsburgh. They're going to go out there and take a knee and end this one. And Lewis says 28 and 5, still rolling. Hey, you got to sweat on that one, man. This one you really have to sweat. So, yeah, that time. I mean, I don't know what window he was looking at that time, but yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, maybe if not for that linebacker, and maybe if those corners were slower, maybe, but nah. All right, Pittsburgh takes a knee, and that's it. That's a wrap. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won this game 20-16 over the Tennessee Titans. And so congratulations to Pittsburgh here. Big win. They're going to advance to 5-3. As for Tennessee, I know it feels like the sky is falling right now to 3-5. And so that's going to tie them with Indianapolis at the bottom of that division there. But, I mean, when you have Indy, you've got Houston in your division there. You're going to fight Jacksonville hard. All I'm going to say is that next time out there, you got to go out there and get some wins. You got to get on a win streak. I don't know Tennessee's schedule, but hey, that's what you got to do. But appreciate you guys for coming through. We had 70 votes in the poll here, and the poll told us that the Pittsburgh Steelers will win this game, and that's exactly what happened. And so Lewis said, close but still survived. Braden says, I know what you're referencing there, JB. You saying that ass pick. And so Lewis said 28-5, still rolling. O says, give the rookie credit. Mayo man did good and will get better. He did do good and stuff like that. And he's got to find someone else other than just DeAndre Hopkins, because in the second half, when they figured out that he's just mostly targeting DeAndre Hopkins, that pretty much shut it down for him. So if Tennessee can get him another receiver, or Traylon Burks, when he comes back from his injury, which I hope that he's okay, steps it up and provides that second option, that'll be huge for them. Or maybe get him a tight end that's, a little bit more athletic and stuff like that. But if he can just get a couple more guys in which he has chemistry with, like he does with Hopkins, I could see him doing some real things, for sure. Absolutely. Braden says, good night, JB. See you Saturday. Yeah, good night to you. O says, great game, but like always, better stream, JB. Thank you. Lewis says, great stream, JB. Until Saturday. That's right. The next stream for JB is going to be Saturday. It's going to be UGA versus Missouri. So hopefully we get a good game out of that one there. And who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? But I hope that it'll be a great game to remember. And so Braden says, agreed, old man. And Lewis says, once again, happy birthday, my man. And so thank you. That's right. JB joining the 30 club here. So, wow, the 30 club. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So JB's going to go ahead and end the stream here. Time for JB to celebrate what's left of his birthday. So thank you guys for